A bloodthirsty brother, a tragic character fueled by loss, inferiority and rage. Kamui is all those things, but he's also a brilliant character, and in this video we will explore why. If you find yourself entertained at any point during the video, then please consider liking, subscribing and ringing the bell, as I cannot explain to you how much such a small action can do for this channel. Also, my new book, Gang Fluid Justice, is now available on Amazon.com. Anyway, on with the video. Kamui is a tragic character. As the firstborn son of the family, he was expected to be strong, to protect his family no matter what, and not to lose to anyone. Or so Kamui himself thought. The young Yato boy felt immense pressure as the first son due to responsibility he felt came with the position. He would protect Kagura, he wouldn't show weakness. He hid his injuries, as strong kids shouldn't have injuries. Kamui deeply cared for his family, more so than most in the series. However, despite how much he felt he had to protect his family, he couldn't save his mother. She died and he couldn't do anything about it. After the death of his mother, Kamui became fixated on his father, on fighting and killing him, as he had to blame someone. His father hadn't been there when his mother passed on. He was a heartless man who couldn't even come home to see his dying wife. This is the narrative Kamui had to take to keep his mind sane. If he didn't blame his father, then who was there to blame? Koka's death wasn't anyone's fault, and Kamui couldn't accept that. His fight with his father had worsened Koka's condition before her death. Even if that wasn't the cause of her death, Kamui's own actions had made his mother suffer. For most of the series, Kamui is putting on a mask, a smiling unfeeling face, as in his heart, he is still a scared boy who has just lost their mother. The death of his mother is not the only reason for Kamui's descent into the darkness, but is the most prominent. If he couldn't save his mother, stop her from passing on, then would he be able to protect his sister? Would he be able to protect his family? In his mind, he concluded he could not. Kamui, like most Yato, is a warrior. He is fixated by the idea of strength, of power. As said by Abuto, if you don't want to become a villain, then protect your sister. But Kamui did not take this message to heart. He threw aside his family, his sister, the things he cares for more than anything, in pursuit of power. To become stronger, to become the strongest Yato and kill his father, the Umibozo. However, by doing so, he became a villain, just as Abuto had warned. As he tells Kagura many times in the series, I have no use for weaklings. As Kamui only cares for strength. His mother died, he grew to hate his father. The family he once loved above all else was gone, and all he was left with was his position as the eldest son who was meant to be strong. So that's what Kamui latched onto. He would become stronger than any other. However, in the end, Kamui was shown the light. That strength isn't everything and that family matters. And who teaches him this lesson? None other than the sister he labelled as weak. The sister he failed to protect. Kagura and Kamui's fight is one of the best in the entire series. Kamui had his views of strength shattered as someone he called a weakling fought on equal footing with him. But he also had the metaphorical weight of being the eldest son lifted as well. His sister didn't need protecting, she was strong in her own right, and that's what this fight showed. He no longer had to be a shield for Kagura, as she could now fight on her own. And then how does the fight end? With Kamui resting his head on his sister's lap. He, the eldest son, was relying on his little sister. He no longer had to take all the burden on his shoulder as his sister was there to take them alongside him. And another nice thing to note is that Kamui is looking up at Kagura. The eldest son, who sat at the top of the family, was looking up at his younger sister. His role was gone, he was just a member of the family, nothing more, nothing less. It is truly a beautiful moment, and it is in this moment that Kamui reconciles with not just Kagura, but himself as well. He was able to get back the family he had thrown aside all those years ago. And then in the Silver Soul arc, we see him fight alongside his father. He fought alongside the person he hated, the father he blamed for the death of his mother. As Kamui has grown, he was no longer fixated on strength or on the idea of revenge. He was shown the power of love, of the true strength that comes from loving your family. Kamui suffered a lot, but couldn't bring himself to see the light. He refused to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and as a result ended up lost in the darkness. However, there is no darkness without the light, and Kamui was shown this by his little sister. She overcame the same pain he felt, and she bettered herself. She found a new family, those to care for and be cared for by. Kamui had filled the absence left by his family with anger, rage and a desire to grow stronger. Whereas Kagura filled the same absence with people that truly cared for her. Kamui, by being fixated on revenge and on the death of his mother, was just clinging to the past, unable to move on. And Kagura had done what her mother would have wanted and moved on to meet new friends, a new family. And only then did Kamui realise that even with his mother dead, he still had a family to rely on, as you can't shoulder anything alone. You need companions by your side, other people to give you strength. As true strength isn't independent, true strength only comes when you work together with others. Kamui may have given up on his pursuit of strength, but by doing so he came to realise the real meaning of strength, to protect others and to be protected by others. Kamui overall is a fascinating character and is a brilliant vessel through which to understand ideas of revenge, sorrow and loss, but also the power of family, of relying on others and coming to terms with your own turmoil. As what is the job of the eldest son? Well, simply to protect your family, to protect others with your own strength. Comment of the week comes from Chris Stopper with this insightful comment into the mirrored paths of Gon and Killua. If you have any opinions on Kamui or Gintama as a whole, then tell me in the comment section down below. And if you have a suggestion for a future video, then again the comment section is funny enough down below. As this video is in fact a comment suggestion specifically from LibFlake, so I hope this video was enjoyable, my friend. Also don't forget to check out my Twitter at SevTheSin for channel updates and just general chatter, and my DMs are always open if you want to chat to me directly. Or check out my Instagram at SevTheSin_cosplay to see my cosplays or random anime merchandise. Also, as said before, my new book Gang Fluid Justice is now out, so check it out, link in the description. So with all that said and done, I've been SevTheSin, the Deadly Sin of Geek, and I am signing out. Stay safe, everyone.